Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First down here for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To throw, it's Sanchez. Dances away from the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. Back to throw, it's Sanchez. Feeling some heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Dumps it to the back. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels. I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Rolls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wildcats are marching down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively?
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Cincinnati overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Bearcats tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to throw, it's Sanchez. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
At the 38, that's a first down for the offense. The end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 17, Texas A&M 0.
A new set of downs after the completion. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a man. It's Sanchez. Gets it out quickly. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that limp.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to read.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon for every single team.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Sanchez. Moves away as he feels pressure. Release to the back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return.
got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Kentucky going quickly.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll pull it down and run. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Looking to throw at Sanchez. Makes his connection. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Hand off from the shotgun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Defense is about filling out the offense on what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. The sure hands, it's Tees. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking downfield, it's Sanchez. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because
He's loose, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass, I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That's caught. It's Patterson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Fires left. He makes a grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Sanchez. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Buying some time. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and in chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism. They're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll try to run for it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Aggie. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Slips a tackle. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it 4th.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Texas A&M, 24.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
These running backs have all kinds of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to UTEP. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
Back to pass, it's Sanchez. Finds his man. Great move, now he's got room. And he's knocked down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The give and the run on 4th down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He fires it out to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to find.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. On to attempt the try.
Number 1 with the carry.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give as they work on that clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Man, this is where the defense knows they have to make a play. You're ripping at the football, trying to force a fumble, doing whatever you can late in this football game to try to give your offense a chance with the football, because otherwise that clock's just going to continue to tick, and this one's going to be over.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. It's Sanchez. Spits it out to the back. Working that left side now. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And he's thrown another interception. He'll try to take it back. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Wildcats will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fires on the move. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Turns it loose. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. Dagger throw, it takes time to develop. Really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll throw it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
To the air, it's Ward. They're bringing heat. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wants to go up top. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, first down. Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Running toward the tape. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bobcats.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ward. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hankerson. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied at 7-7.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Wide out in motion. Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to pass. It's Griffin. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Texas State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's right on target. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bobcats. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
With jet sweep pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this boot game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The back goes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Steps away. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He's not afraid to go deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
35-7.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
He fires one deep down the right side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
First down for the offense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Texas State. And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. On the option. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And they get the sack just like that.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the pummeling has started. He'll try to tack on one more. Looking downfield. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Here comes the option. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
Back to throw. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback will audible. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He slings it deep to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
On the play. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas State 48, Florida 15.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
In blue. In blue. Ringo. Ringo. Acorn.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Across the 25, he's got room. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Texas State. And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has brought their A game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Using his feet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback gets enough. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he makes the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game.
Off he goes! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep...
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take account.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now on the option. And his throw is incomplete. And they will send the field goal unit out, not for a big ask, for a gargantuan ask. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. Quarterback will keep it. Gets it past the marker. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Snags it! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to... Oh, it's a fumble! Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know
he lofts one down the sideline. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Goes to the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And unless it's a fake, he's looking to throw. At the 20, he's got space. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They'll try to get the first through the air, feeling some heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's the...
Bobcats will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down, here comes this offense. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Quickly complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then the play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Griffin. He spins that thing down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 14, Texas State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Going over the top. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A 3rd and long coming up here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes to the right. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're...
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He chucks one out to the right. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. He caught it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hog mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oregon 35, Texas stands 7.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum.
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
And he 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Neighbors. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. He finds his man. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a big gain. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Griffin. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Ducks! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Oregon 49, Texas State 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. He'll take another shot here. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. A sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Keeps the legs moving. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on second down. And it's caught inside the 15. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David.
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to pass, it's Griffin. Here's a throw downfield late. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On second down, he'll fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. 8 more.
Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And he throws another interception.